Okay, friends, everyone is talking about the drones in New Jersey. So I was thinking, let's have a look at some footage. Let's go through some footage and see if we can find some interesting footage that convinces us that this stuff is anomalous, that we are not looking just at regular drones here, but at something more interesting. That is, okay, that thing here with these like 4 navigation lights, that is an unusual, I would say it's an unusual configuration. An airliner normally does not have an arrangement of such lights, so it does look indeed kind of strange. But I find it so hilarious, like this idea that it's a foreign adversary. Why would a foreign adversary fly drones over New Jersey and make the drones extra visible? Like, let's attach a lot of blinking, beautiful lights and make a nice light show for the residents in New Jersey. Let's make a beautiful display and show everyone that we are here. If it's a foreign adversary, this doesn't make any sense. If you build spy drones, you want them to be unnoticed. You want them to be low key. You want them to be undetected by radar. You want them to be ideally invisible to the human eye. So you're not sending in blinking, beautiful, flashing light drones. So I figured, okay, they must be I am not sure, man. This is like, not that I went to okay, this is like, what is this? This is so blurry. I'm serious. This is so blurry. I don't know what this is. This could be everything. Sorry, but this could just be anything. Let's look at this again. Let's look at this footage again. Every night coming until it started becoming like every night. The problem is that you don't see clearly what it is. Guys, don't you have a Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra or an iPhone 16? I think they have pretty good zoom capabilities. Why are they so like, why is the image so blurry?
8 up over here, and but normally I see them a little spread out and they're sporadic. Some of them illuminate a bright light. Some of them, when you see them on the side profile flying, what I'm seeing with the naked eye, you can see it's not a normal aircraft. And we don't have this much traffic.
That is strange. Like that, the way this blinks here, the way this here is blinking is, I don't know of any aircraft that behaves that way. It looks like a drone. It really looks like some weird drone. So that's what I'm saying, like a certain percentage of these sightings probably are drones. But what kind of drones they are is hard to tell, because the images are also so fuzzy. These are not very good high-resolution images. Okay, let's look at a few more.
Millions of Americans have.
Let's look at a few more.
Reports of flying objects have cropped up.
Oh, where's the good footage?
In the dark of night, the number of reported drone sightings in at least 6 East Coast states is now more than 3,000 and counting.
Yeah, that one was, wow, that one was weird. Look at this.
Now more than states is now more than 3,000.
Wow, that one is interesting. Like, that looks like a triangle. That looks like some sort of weird triangle shape. That one was interesting. I have to admit, that one was interesting. Now that one, I'm sorry, but that one probably looks like an airplane. I'm sorry, but that looks like an airplane.
Some reported to be the size of cars.
And that is so fuzzy again. Like, that is so fuzzy. What's that? Like, what resolution is that? 320 by 200 or what? I don't even see what that is. Those are 2 lights, could be anything. Could also be airplanes, because airplanes, when they come towards you with a light directed towards you, the beam directed towards you, they look pretty bright. You know, when I look out of my window, we live, I don't know, 15, 20 kilometers from the airport, I see sometimes an airplane coming directly towards me, and the light cone is directed towards me, and it looks extremely bright. But when the airplane then moves away, the angle slightly turning away from me, the light completely vanishes. Completely vanishes. So it's a directional light beam which appears really bright for a moment, but then suddenly vanishes. So some of those lights, I would say, are very much explainable. They look very much normal to me.
Politicians want to know more.
Come on, this is guys, this is an airplane. Why are you showing me airplanes? Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. This is a freaking airplane. I don't get it. Friends, come on. This is an airplane. This is so obvious. I don't get it. Okay. Okay, we have seen a bit of footage now, but I would like to see the killer footage. I want to see the killer footage. I want to see the killer footage of the drones. Show me some good stuff. Show me something that is not explainable, that is anomalous. I want to see some anomalous behavior. But I don't see it. I see like kind of airplane-like objects in most cases. That's an airplane. What are you showing me here? Guys, come on. This looks... That's a low-flying airplane. You can see the wings here. Okay, you can see the engines here, the turbines. You can see the long tube, the fuselage. Come on. Come on, this is an airplane. This is not an advanced drone. I want to see the good stuff. Okay, that's... What was that here? Yeah. That looks interesting, but again, look at the resolution, guys. Look at the resolution. What resolution is that? 20 pixels by 20 pixels? I wish they would have a better resolution. I cannot say much with that kind of like... that looks like a helicopter from the side. You know, this looks like an airplane. So there's a lot of that mental, psychological... I'm sorry, but I don't see any anomalous behavior in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, I want to see some good stuff here. I want to see some very good stuff. Show me some bizarre behavior. I want to see some strange behavior. Oh, now they are beginning also in San Diego. Now the sightings are beginning in San Diego as well. That's interesting.
I was driving down the street, just right down the street from my house here, and I floating in the sky.
This video was taken by archaeologist Colin Rambo a couple weeks ago in Lemon Grove.
I was driving down the street, just right down the street from my house here, and I pulled my car over because I saw what looked like a fleet of glowing red orbs.
That's interesting, but it could also be Chinese lanterns. Friends, we must be very rational about this. I want to stay scientific about this stuff. It is super important to stay scientific because the moment we start becoming irrational, we start mixing fact and fiction. Like, you cannot make any determination anymore of what's really happening. Okay? You're losing the truth, and we want to get to the core of the truth. So we want to employ like Sherlock Holmes-like methods, and we must be really very brutal to this stuff. Like, we want to go here with the attitude of debunking it. We want to debunk it. Okay, we want to destroy it. And then if we don't manage to do that, and there's still like a core of something real happening, some interesting stuff, then I would say we have a legitimate mystery. But from what I've seen until now, it's a bit hard to be baffled by the footage because I don't see anything which is insanely, I don't know, strange or bizarre. From what I could tell right now, all the footage, it looked kind of like not super
They'll be going just straight one direction,
weird.
and then all of a sudden they'll just zigzag and then keep going, or turn around, or they just break really quick.
Okay. This guy says they have some anomalous movement behavior. It's like doing zigzag movements and stuff. But yeah, but show me. Show me. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it on film. I want to see the video. Okay, I want to see the video now where it does something strange, because I just see something floating in the air. And it's so far away that if you zoom in from such a distance, again, I'm telling you, it could be anything. It could be a plane coming towards you, which appears as if it's standing still in the air, but it's just far away and pointing the light cone towards you, and then it looks bright, and then you zoom in from a very far away distance, and it looks, wow, this is an orb, just hanging there in the air. You know, that's what I'm saying, like, I want to see more good footage. And I'm an open-minded person. Friends, I think that UAPs, okay, the possibility of an extraterrestrial civilization having come here from a faraway planet system is not so, I mean, it's a non-zero chance. The chance is not 0%. That's a true statement. That's a scientifically true statement. The probability is not exactly 0%. It's a non-zero probability, because there's a probably very high chance that there's life in the universe. There's a very high chance that there's life in this galaxy apart from Earth. And there's somewhat reasonable chance to assume that out of those billions of planets, Earth-like planets in this galaxy, that on a few of those there were some right conditions for intelligent life to arise. The right prerequisites for everything, and that out of those 6 billion Earth-like planets that the Kepler Space Telescope has, by the way, calculated to exist in the Milky Way, 2 billion out of those 6 billion planets are super habitable, meaning they are even more suited for life than planet Earth itself. Now, on a few hundred of those, maybe, we have some highly advanced extraterrestrial civilizations. So the probability that they come here because they are aware of, like, us stupid chimps on this planet doing weird, crazy stuff, they have become aware of us and they're like, these are interesting creatures, let's have a look what they are doing, let's study them. They are certainly an interesting bunch doing weird stuff. We have certainly something to study here. They come here, they observe us. Guys, seriously, I think the probability for that is not 0. It's like, I cannot say how high it is, but it's certainly not exactly 0. So we should be open-minded to the possibility that this could happen, because I think the laws of physics do not prevent it. The laws of physics do not prevent it. And we don't understand the full set of physics of the universe. So faster than light travel might be possible, okay? What if faster than light travel is possible due to the aliens having found some sort to bend space-time and thus allowing them to travel faster than light? Because yes, you cannot travel faster than light within the framework of general relativity in space-time itself, but you can bend space-time such that you can travel faster than light, because space-time can, in fact, travel faster than light itself. Space-time is not limited by that confinement of the speed of light limit. Only things within space-time are limited, but not space-time itself. So what if a very advanced extraterrestrial civilization has found a way, or many of them have found a way to overcome that speed limit and are now flying light years of distance within a quite short amount of time? What if it takes them, I don't know, 5 hours to travel 4 light years of distance from Proxima Centauri to Earth? What it takes them 5 days to travel like a distance of like 1,000 light years? What then? We don't know if these things are possible or not, because we haven't even scratched the surface of reality. We have just started to explore stuff a few hundred years ago. We are children, we are toddlers. We have just recently started learning about the universe. We know nothing. So it is possible, in my opinion. I'm very open-minded to the possibility that extraterrestrial life came here or comes here. Very open-minded. And there are some credible sightings, okay? There are some very fascinating sightings, some very fascinating footage taken over the years, people coming forward like high-ranking, very high-ranking officials, military guys, personnel, seeing like, hey, we've seen some strange stuff, okay? I'm very open to that possibility. But friends, I don't see anything here which is super bizarre. Okay, you know what, guys? We go into the rabbit hole now. We go into Reddit. We go into Reddit because Reddit is always the most crazy. Look here. That's... Okay, that's interesting. Okay, guys, I think we have found something finally on Reddit. Okay, I was looking around and finally I found some interesting footage on Reddit. And this, I would say finally now, is getting more interesting. What? Now this looks really like a stationary object. Is it stationary though? We don't know, because the problem is it's from a moving airplane window. But this object looks kind of like a drone. Kind of. But of course the resolution is again, you know, the resolution. So let's see what else we find on Reddit. Reddit is the best source, I think. We can forget the other stuff. What's that? Phoenix. Oh, this is in Phoenix now. Okay. Aliens in Phoenix. I like the title already. Confirmed. Confirmed. It's confirmed, guys. It has been confirmed. Aliens in Phoenix. They have arrived. Yeah, I would like to see some... Okay, that is interesting. Okay, that was fascinating. Wow. What the hell happened here? What happened here? Wow. Wow, that is fascinating stuff, friends, I have to say. That is for sure some interesting stuff. Much more interesting than those boring airplane footage, from before, which was 100% certifiably an airplane or a helicopter. So this looks more like some interesting stuff happening. And now something falls down. That's really fascinating stuff. I'm not saying, okay,
Something's going on.
I mean, seriously, this is interesting.
A plane?
Finally, something more interesting. Finally.
Whoa, is that moving quick? That could be a drone. I don't know what the hell that is. But that is quick. There's only one remaining right now.
It's interesting though that people are getting now, because, you know, the following thing is happening. Because people see stuff in New Jersey, everyone else is getting more attentive and looking more often to the sky, hoping to see something interesting. And then, of course, they see more bizarre stuff, right? And then you have more footage of stuff in the sky. And then even more people will turn their gaze up to the sky and try to photos or film some interesting objects. And then you have like this cascade of stuff happening now. And more footage. But that one, I have to say, is finally something interesting. I have no freaking clue what's going on here.
Ooh, that whatever was just shut down the drone. If that was a drone.
I mean, something was apparently shut down, but the orange orb, this orange thing here still remains.
Whatever was just shut down the drone. If that was a drone.
The way I interpret this is like, there's a drone approaching here. We see here, this drone here, okay? This drone here approaches this orange thing. I'm not sure if this thing in the back is in any way related. Could be a passenger airplane flying by in the further distance. I'm not sure. But it seems to be stationary. Maybe it's also like a drone investigating this orange drone. Maybe it's two drones investigating this weird orange drone. Okay?
Whatever that green flash.
And so this drone now approaches the orange drone.
Get it.
It approaches the orange drone. This thing here is in the further distance, keeping its distance to the orange blob. And what is happening now is very interesting because the other drone here, the smaller one, the green with the green blinking light, approaches the orange one now, and apparently approached it too near, and gets taken out, falls out of the sky. Wow, that is good footage. Okay, I have to say that's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you that they're not moving; they're staying stationary.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
They're hovering. Look at the lights changing.
Drones reported, friends, over the U.S. Capitol building.
It looks like it. Yeah, but they're not moving.
Wow.
That's an airplane. Hang on. Which one? The one close. They're not moving. I'm telling you that they're not moving.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're staying stationary. They're hovering.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Look at the lights changing.
It is moving.
No, it's not.
It looks like it.
Yeah, but they're not moving. That's an airplane. Hang on.
Which one? The one closest to the Capitol building?
Hang on, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's an airplane.
Okay, that's cool that he shows us an airplane as a comparison now.
The one to the right, or over here,
The one behind the Capitol building is not an airplane.
or over here. That's an airplane. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There is, but look at
Yeah,
that one.
and I'm saying, like, when you look to the left of the Capitol,
That one's
those are not moving.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. They're here.
Can we go back in the car?
They're here, Ella.
They are here. They are here. It's confirmed. Yeah, but that's interesting. At least finally some more interesting footage, guys, where we cannot immediately, at least visually, not immediately debunk it and say like, hey, guys, this is an airplane. This is like a helicopter. Of course, you have again the problem, like, what is it? I don't know, because look, yes, it is stationary, but it could be just kind of like surveillance drones that now, you know, the US military or the US government has put up to surveil these strange drones that apparently are flying around in the sky, and they are putting up their own drones now. And now the situation gets even more insane, because now people see the counter drones, many of those counter drones now, right? And now the situation gets even more confusing, and like they are super confused, and they think like, okay, it's going crazy now. But these are also blinking somewhat, you know? So this is here more. No, this here is more interesting footage.
Mystery drones in the air.
Okay.
This is wild. I was moving quick. What in the world is happening? What? Update, but that mystery drone up there is still there. It's been like maybe 10-15 minutes. It's still there. I just found 3.
That's interesting, guys. That's interesting. That's good footage here.
Mystery drones in the air.
It seems like drones want to approach that orb-looking thing, and they get taken out. Like they don't manage. Here, this stuff here. Oh no, it's like
Update, but that mystery drone
it's flying
up there,
away, so it's not getting taken out as in the Arizona drone case. Like
that was really quick.
yeah, that footage here is interesting. I'm not sure though again what we see, because again the resolution is not so high and it appears to be some sort of stationary light. But it's certainly more interesting than those hilarious, I don't know what types of things, you know? Clear footage of a drone. Okay, from September 25th, 2024, but this is quite old already. Okay, this shape. Wow, that is... Okay, we have something interesting here. Okay, friends, we have something quite interesting here. Like, what on earth is that here? What? Okay, this is not a shape I recognize. This is not a shape I recognize. I'm not sure about you, but this is certainly not a shape that I recognize. My God. Okay, this is fascinating shit. I'm getting like... I'm warming up to this stuff here now that something strange is going on. I'm warming up to this, okay? I was kind of skeptical in the beginning, but right now I'm saying like, what on earth is that here? That's no helicopter I'm aware of. Guys, that's not a helicopter. And it certainly is not an airplane. This looks like a, what? This looks like a very weird, like, okay, this looks like the Outrider this looks a bit like a Star Wars ship. Who was the guy? The Outrider, like Dash Rendar from Star Wars. Outrider, huh? The Outrider? Here, we have it. Friends, confirmed. We have Dash Rendar. Dash Rendar has arrived. Dash Rendar has arrived, friends. He's here. We should find him. Like that footage here is from when? That footage here is from September 25th, 2024, and we have Dash Rendar in his Outrider. Let's look at it again. The Outrider has arrived. The Outrider has arrived. This is incredible footage. I have no idea what the hell this is. I have no idea what this is.
It's like all over there.
Yeah, you're right. Because I really can't see it.
Alright. Right there.
Wow.
And then these right here. This one's
Yeah, it's too far away. You don't see anything, you just see points.
Dude, look at this one right here. You see it?
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Dude, what is that? It's that green. It's so fast, dude.
What the fuck is that, dude?
Okay, I think that could be a regular drone. I mean, there are a lot of regular drones that are quite fast, and this could actually be a regular drone, but what those other lights are, I have no idea. It's too far away, and look at the resolution. The resolution is ridiculously low. So that here is not...
It's that green. It's so fast.
That footage is interesting, but like, okay, this could be a regular drone, and the other stuff is... It's just too far away to tell, friends. Just too far away to tell.
There's one right there. There's one right there. You see that?
Oh, I love Reddit. I love Reddit. It's wonderful. All the footage we can find there. Wow.
So there is. Oh, he's. What the fuck is that? What the hell? Okay, something's going on. Something's going on.
What's that now?
What is that next to it?
Okay, that we can immediately establish this is this is not an airplane, and very unlikely that it's a helicopter. Okay, could be a helicopter, but I think this red light in the middle, this has very much drone-like characteristics. Okay, it's very stationary.
A part of me is starting to maybe think like
I don't see any rotors like rotating, like rotor blades. This looks very much like a.
And the one above it is the unidentified drone.
Very much like a drone.
I don't know. That's not accurate. I am just saying my theory because that red drone is really low. It's kind of weird. And oh my God, look at that one going. What the fuck? Where is it going?
Wow.
It went close. It went close to that red drone.
Okay, guys, that is actually, we have some. Wow, that is good footage. Wow. Okay, guys, that is.
It's going low. It's getting lower.
That is very interesting stuff.
Sorry if you guys can't see that good. I'm trying my best.
So what happened here, basically?
That other one disappeared.
Okay, so what happened here? Wow, wow, wow. That is cool stuff.
That's just trying to check things
That
out.
is cool stuff.
My live got disconnected.
I'm kind of like I'm kind of like blown away here. Let's look at this again. This is like we have okay, so what happened here? We have some orb, some glowing thing, and apparently this red drone here is a regular drone that someone sent up there to investigate this white orb. What is this orb? What is this? Okay, let's send up a drone and investigate.
Connected. Go figure.
And now
So there is
we see that this red drone approaches. The white orb is kind of like,
okay, something's
you
going
know,
on.
getting brighter, getting dimmer again, bright, dim.
What is that next?
It has a variable luminosity. Now they are both hovering there.
A part of me is starting to maybe
And
think, like,
now, very soon, the white orb will just zip away.
like someone here putting it up, like police or something like that. And the one above it is the
Yeah, she's explaining it. The red lighted one is from police or whatever, and the white one is the one they want to investigate.
because that red drone is really low. It's kind of weird. And
Wow, man,
oh my
that's
God, look at that one going.
that's fascinating stuff. Okay, that's good footage,
Where is it going?
and it's moving in a very strange way.
It went close. It went close to that red drone.
It's moving in a very strange way,
What the hell is happening?
and it's moving away.
It's getting lower.
Yeah, wow.
Sorry if you guys can't see that good.
It's moving away pretty fast towards the horizon. Now this is not entirely impossible to achieve with
The red one's still here.
regular technology. We don't have to immediately resort to the alien explanation. Okay, we want to keep the alien explanation of some sort of last resort. We want to kind of like try to debunk this and try to approach it with a scientific mind. And so it's like, okay, someone saw a white light in the sky, which could be, for all we know, a drone. And then the red drone approached, and then this white orb or drone flew away in a way that is certainly fast, but not impossible to achieve with a regular drone, because regular drones can also do some quite impressive maneuvers. But I have to say, this footage is certainly more interesting, meaning I will not exclude, okay? I will not exclude per se the explanation that some of these things here could be, okay, could be some sort of vehicles, some sort of like advanced vehicles from an alien civilization that is kind of sending up probes to Earth to explore, to, you know, to kind of like explore this fascinating species that lives on this planet. Kind of like these chimps, you know, these chimps, to explore them. I will not exclude this explanation because it is, as I said, you cannot exclude it just because it seems unlikely. Yes, many things seemed unlikely, okay? Many things seemed unlikely and then they still happened. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like this could be the explanation for some of those things. For some of those things. Not all of them. I would say still the vast majority is probably explainable by human-made objects. But I have to say some of the footage is quite interesting. Now what is this here? What is this here?
You're seeing that, right? They're fucking drones.
And so she had to have a partial foot and heel.
You saw them, right?
Yes. Yeah. Huge.
That was interesting.
What the fuck is that? You're seeing that, right?
I love the reaction. I love the reaction, man. This is authentic. If someone reacts like that, you immediately know this is probably authentic. This guy is like, wow, okay? You're like, the way he's cursing and everything, this is authentic.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, those are not airplanes, okay? And those are also not helicopters. Like the light arrangement, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights in a weird arrangement.
They're fucking drones.
Like, look at this. Look at the arrangement of the lights.
So she had to have a partial foot and heel.
And they are these drones appeared quite large. We can make a rough estimate because they appear, I mean, from what I see, like, are they?
Fuck is that?
Now, the problem is that they are not obstructed by anything. If they would be obstructed by the traffic lights or anything, we could say they are at least a few dozen meters away and then they have to have a certain size. But since they aren't obstructed by anything, we cannot really guess their size.
You're seeing that, right? They're fucking drones.
And so she had to have
Yeah, he drives such that they are never obstructed by anything, which is quite unfortunate because we then don't know. I mean, they appear to be much further away than the traffic lights, and so they seem to be quite large. Like, I would estimate they have like a diameter of like 5 meters or something. For my American friends here, that's like 15 feet or something. That's my estimate, but it's hard to say. The resolution is again not so amazing. But yeah, they are quite sizable objects. So this is also a very, very interesting, very interesting footage.
Yep, my live got disconnected. Go figure, right? So there is, oh, he's,
Yeah, we saw that one before. This is amazing, guys. This is like,
okay, something's going on.
this is really interesting footage. I have to say, this orb, this interaction here, and also the one from Arizona where it got taken out of the sky and fell down. This was also very compelling. So this footage here is interesting. This is not airplanes. This is not helicopters. Okay, and this looks like some sort of point-like, orb-like thing. Okay, this is not blinking. This has no classical navigation lights of any sort, so this really is strange, and the way it moves is interesting. I will say that, okay, it's not like super anomalous in the sense that like, oh, it's zigzagging across the sky, it's like, whoo, doing like these insane UFO accelerations. but it has some interesting movement. But I would say it is still possible to achieve this type of behavior with regular technology. We don't need to resort immediately to aliens for that explanation. But yeah, it's interesting stuff. I could do this for hours. Like, yeah, again, that stuff here. So you see, Reddit has like much better footage. Reddit has so much better footage than the regular new stuff, but that one here from Arizona, where it gets taken out of, like, that is wild stuff. Okay, that is wild. Look at this. Like, it approaches, and then bam, falls down. Like, that is wild stuff, friends. That is fascinating stuff.
I'm making this video because I have figured out what the drone situation is. I was in the Army, active duty. I worked on drones. I was a maintenance NCO for some surveillance drones. And before that, I worked on the Apache, the Kiowa. I know aviation. So what people are not noticing is that you have two separate types of drones and two separate types of things in the air right now. First off, the drones that you see with flight lights or anti-collision lights or the things that the FAA requires, those are drones that are probably operated by the United States government. Now, the orbs that you've been seeing on the internet, that is the reason why all those drones are up there. And that is also why the government isn't telling you what's going on. And that's because the drones that you see that look like regular aircraft, those drones are up there to get some information on the actual orbs, which are actually the UFOs.
Sounds like an interesting explanation. It would certainly explain a lot of things, wouldn't it? So, you know, I'm again, like, I'm a scientific person. I want to have proof. But as I said before, you cannot exclude the possibility that an extraterrestrial civilization, or multiple, depending on how many there are in the galaxy, could be 5, could be 5,000, we don't know. We cannot exclude the possibility that they have come here just because it seems unlikely. Because we don't understand how technology even works. We don't even understand what possibilities that there might be. Our technology seems like magic to a civilization from 1,000 years ago. So imagine what a civilization can do that is 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years, 1,000,000,000 years ahead of us. That could be like, we cannot even understand this technology. They could do anything they want. They could appear as anything they want. They could show us anything they want. They could do anything they want. For us, it would be like magic. So I will not exclude this possibility, although my scientific mind always tells me I always want to debunk it. I always want to debunk it. But I have to say there is some interesting footage there, and these orbs, you know, the explanation that this guy just said, that all the drones were sent up there to investigate the orbs, and that initially the orbs were the strange thing which caused then this secondary wave of you know, drones going up to investigate those orbs. Now that is an explanation that I find interesting, and which I find not completely unlikely, I have to say. What's here? Do we see some drones here? Yeah, but that, guys, this could be again airplanes. I'm sorry. This could be again airplanes, friends. Could be airplanes. Okay. Orbs or drones in Arizona. We see quite a few orange orbs floating in the sky, which is certainly interesting. However, I don't see any strange behavior of those objects. I don't see any one of the 5 observables of UAPs, okay? Those things here, they just float in the sky, and so they could be Chinese lanterns. Many, for instance, Chinese lanterns are very often mistaken for, you know, wow, what just appeared here? Like, did those things just appear out of nowhere, or am I hallucinating? But that was interesting now. No, these are fixed lights here. Those lights here, this light here is fixed, I think. It's a street light. And this here is also, or not. No, it's moving. This is interesting. Those 2 lights here are interesting. I find those 2 lights here quite interesting. Huh. Still, not impossible to be Chinese lanterns. Because, as I said, many people mistake Chinese lanterns for UFOs. Or UAPs. Very often, like, oh, orange orbs in the sky, wow. And then it's like Chinese lanterns. Or many times, like flares, military flares are mistaken for orbs. They say like, oh, orange orbs, and then it's military flares, you know. Or skydivers, also very often mistaken for kind of UAPs. So this here, I would say, could still be in line with Chinese lanterns. I don't see them do any crazy stuff. Although I will say that those 2 here on the left, they are interesting. The other ones, okay, but these 2 here on the left, I find them interesting. I find them interesting. Those are like probably drones of some sort, or who knows?